Hi guys, and welcome to my first attempt at a little podcast. Basically, I'll answer some questions that you guys have asked me and then maybe discuss a topic or two. In the background of these videos, I'm gonna show gameplay clips of different strategy type games or city builder games because they're fun to play, but they're hard to make playthroughs of because they're pretty boring to watch. In this first episode, I will be showing some Pharaoh. I'm gonna try and do them like a playthrough anyway, in order of sequence and whatnot. Even though there might be different ones going for different episodes, when you see Pharaoh again, it'll just continue on from where this one stopped. So yeah, basically Pharaoh is a city builder game from the City Builder series, and it's pretty cool because I have a thing for like all things Egyptian. But yeah, let's get started. First question, asked by someone anonymous, is my favorite superhero. I'm a bit more of a villain girl, but if I had to choose, I would probably say it'll be Batman or Iron Man. Don't ask me why, but yes, basically. Second question, which alternate world would you like to live in? This is from Lindy Barnard. This one was difficult because there's so many. I would love to say I would like to live in Dahara as a Maud Sith under the command of Richard Roll. For anyone who has read the Legend of the Seeker books, you'll know what this is all about. Books are by Terry Goodkind. They're very, very good. Another world I would like to live in would be from Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, and I'd want to be either a Gangrel or a Malkavian vampire. And then I think one everyone would want to live in is Wonderland. Then I have tea with the Mad Hatter and whatnot. But yeah, that's that. Third question, what is your biggest accomplishment in life and who inspires you? This is from Willem du Toit. My biggest accomplishment, I would have to say, would be matriculating, because that's kind of a big deal. As for who inspires me the most, that would be my grandmother. She's strong, she's independent, and she's everything I would hope to be. Number 4, do you have any tattoos? If so, what? This is by Anari Duplessis. It's an old question from my Ask.fm, but I liked it a lot, so I thought I'd add it in anyway. I have 5 tattoos. The first one I got in 2012. I'll put the pictures as I'm talking. Is a little tribal ghost that a friend drew with me. It's a sad story. Her stepfather shot her and her family a few years back, so I got it in memory of her. It gave it a bit of a sentimental value, so it's probably my favorite tattoo that I have. Okay, the second tattoo I got in 2013. It's a dream catcher with feathers. It's on my ankle. I got it before I moved back here from East London. I went down there after matric and tried to get a job, make it on my own and whatnot, which didn't work out too well. So yeah, I came back, and that was my little piece of East London that I brought with me. My third tattoo, also 2013, I got a Cheshire Cat on my lower back. It's the Cheshire Cat from Alice Madness Returns, another game I'm hoping to do a series of soon enough. I got this one in celebration that I stopped smoking. Fourth tattoo, 2014, it's a little infinity symbol with birds on my left wrist. It was mostly spur of the moment, but it helps me remember that life goes on and there are ups and downs, but in the end, I'm strong enough to make it if I really try. And then my fifth one is a little Pikachu on my right wrist. This was my commissioner drawing task in the Great Geek Challenge at GeekFest 2014, and the guys at Geek XP and Geek of All Trades were so impressed that I actually got a prize for it, so that was pretty cool. Okay, next question. Do you have any phobias? By an anonymous person. Also an old one, but it's a good one. Yeah, I'm afraid of needles. Not a tattoo gun, strangely enough, but yes, needles and syringes. Clowns, afraid of clowns. I think that's completely rational. And then I have a very severe case of stage fright. So I think those would be my only 3 phobias, other than the normal, bugs and whatnot that most people find disgusting. Question number 6. Any plans for cosplaying a DC character, also by an anonymous person? Well, I'm more of a Marvel girl, but I do have a thing for all things Gotham. So if you take that plus my love for kitties, then there might be a Catwoman cosplay in my future, and then naturally Harley Quinn is on my list as well. Next question. What makes you you? This is by Franco Gates. I would say I'm a good and a loyal friend. I think I try to see the best in people, and that's what makes me who I am. Next question. If you could choose a superpower, what would it be? This is also an old one, but I decided to add it because it's a classic. This is by Lone Wanderer 111 on Ask FM. I would want to say I would like to control matter. That way I could control anything. So it's a little bit of a cheat, but hey, that's what I would want. Question number 9. Do you believe in love at first sight? Why or why not? This was the question of the day on Ask FM yesterday. I think love at first sight is a bit of a naive concept, because love is something that develops over time. It's not something that just happens, whereas intrigue or attraction at first sight is very possible, because it's very easy to find yourself attracted or intrigued by someone at first sight, and then that can develop into, the feeling of being in love or whatnot. Question 10. What is your favorite way of wasting time? Also by an anonymous person. If you're enjoying what you're doing, I don't think it's really wasting time at all. But things I do that would be considered wasting time is probably, gaming and series. But I enjoy it, so there you go. That's it for the question part of this little podcast. Next is I want to discuss a topic. Because I do cosplay, I thought cosplaying would be a good little topic, and also I was in a little recording session with Geek of All Trades lately, which also they had a cosplay topic, so I think it kind of just like follows from there. Basically the do's and don'ts of cosplay, whereas there aren't any, not really. The only don't there would be that cosplay is not consent, but more on that later. Firstly, what is cosplay? Cosplay is a fun way to express your creativity as well as your passion for a specific character from a series, movie, game, book, or whatever. Cosplay carries different meaning to different people. It's also has different aspects for different people. Some people prefer sewing, some people make armor, some people do makeup, some people go all out, they act the character, they play the role, compete in competitions and all those things. Other people are just happy with dressing up as a specific character. And there's this common misconception that if you don't make all your stuff on your own, it's not really cosplay. That's just not true. A lot of people have their stuff commissioned by other people, because not everyone has the talent to craft or sew or do all the things themselves. So if you have to have your thing commissioned by someone, as long as you credit the person who made it and who helped you achieve what you were trying to achieve, then everything is good. And the same goes for photographers. They put a lot of effort into the photos they take and edit, and they deserve the love. So you should always credit the people who made what you're doing possible. Another thing that's been showing its head on many forums and pages is that you can't cosplay a character because It really doesn't matter what your skin color is or what your weight might be. It doesn't matter how big or small your boobs are. It doesn't even matter what gender you are. If you want to cosplay a character, you go ahead and do it. You are expressing your love for this character, and it really doesn't matter what other people say, because it's your choice, it's your body, it's your passion. You do what you want to do because that's what you want to do. It's as simple as that. It's always easy to say don't care what other people might say or think, because words hurt. We all have feelings, and the easiest way to get around that is just to talk to someone about it. Tell them what happened, who said what, and the sooner you vent it, the sooner you can enjoy your cosplay further. Just get it out and realize that they don't matter. You're cosplaying for yourself, not for other people. If you are cosplaying for other people, I think you're doing it for the wrong reasons, because you're supposed to be expressing your feelings and your excitement about something. So you do what you want to do. Cosplay really is for everyone, and no one should have a say on what or who or how you cosplay something. Back to cosplay is not consent. When you see someone in cosplay, don't just hug them or grope them or suddenly take a picture or anything, because just like a normal person in normal clothes, ask them first. Sometimes they're in a bad mood, sometimes you're tired, sometimes they're just, you surprise them. So, ask them, listen, hey, I'm a big fan, can I give you a hug, can I take a photo with you or whatnot, and then take it from there. You shouldn't do things against people's will, because that's just, creepy. To cosplayers who feel uncomfortable, if you're feeling verbally abused or uncomfortable because someone is, I don't know, too close to your personal space, or making you feel uncomfortable, tell someone about it. Talk to the security that might be at the con, talk to a friend. We're a community and we should stick together, and that is what a big problem I think is. There's so much clickiness amongst people, just because it's human nature to do so, but we should really stick together, because our community is growing, and the bigger the cosplay community grows, the more you're gonna get people who hate and abuse and make you feel uncomfortable. And if we don't try to get rid of that as soon as possible, it's going to outgrow the community, and then we're just going to shrink again, because a lot of people are going to be like, what, I don't need this in my life. It's not worth the abuse that I take at a con or whatever. So yeah, I think that's enough of that. I'll discuss cosplay again in future, like tips for beginners and whatnot. If you guys have any suggestions for a topic or a question, please comment them below, or if you want to ask anonymously, you can ask on Ask.fm. I'll post the link in the description, along with a link to my cosplay page and some other awesome pages you guys should really go check out. We've got a lot of talent here, South Africa, but it's always awesome to see new people and to see that our community is growing the way it is. So yeah, give our local guys some support. I'll see you guys next time. Keep calm and stay crazy. Cheers.